What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is. Mr. One Time for the one time we grinding back with a boxing video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the last boxing video. If you didn't, so what? But yeah, talking about AJ and Wilder real quick. More pertaining to Eddie Hearn in the zone. And I believe at this point, with Eddie Hearn whiffing on so many fighters, he whiffed on Jamal Charlo, Mikey Garcia, Adrian Broner, Errol Spence. He whiffed on Dimitri Bivol for the time being. I think Bivol might be headed to the zone, but I don't think it'll matter. Right now they're trying to sign Danny Jacobs to the zone. He said if Canelo wasn't in the contract, he wasn't coming. So interesting. He whiffed on a lot of fighters. And then Jared Hearn was another guy he whiffed on. Tried to get Sean Porter, he whiffed on him. And at this point, I think the only how Eddie Hearn can save his bacon is to make Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. That's the only way. Unless Tyson Fury win to make that fight. I think that was the only way that Eddie Hearn can prolong the inevitable with DAZN not needing the services no more. And I think, to go on, I think it's good if DAZN cuts Eddie Hearn off now, pertaining, than later. Because if he let Al Heyman go over there and put on shows to collab with Frank Warren at some point and put on shows, by the time he get back to the UK and be able to give full attention to the UK, his market going to be messed up. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman about to overpay the fighters. He going to treat the fighters better over there. And he going to get the same type of fights Eddie Hearn give, if not better. If he come back to his market going to be messed up. You know what I'm saying? Al Heyman is going to try to take his market over. So the one market where you can go back and say, okay, at least I got home. Forget you, United States. That's a hard market to crack. At least I still got the UK fans. And then you go over there and Frank Warren and game ground on you because you trying to do the US thing. And then Al Heyman came over and tried to sew it up. Now you just left a war in the United States. Now you got to go back and war in your own country now. So you don't even have a place to park your car no more at. So you circle around the grocery store waiting for a spot to get back in your own hometown. And that's a fact. So it's better now that, the earlier they tell them they don't need the services no more than later. And people won't understand that, but you'll see when the time comes. But the only way he can save his bacon on his own is putting on Wilder Joshua. That's just the plain simple fact of this video. That's the premise, and I think at some point he will be forced to come to the table and come correct. See, if it's in the UK, it's in the UK, it might have to be on his own or regular Showtime. They can't package this as a pay-per-view. United States, now they know 5:30. I ain't paying for no pay-per-view at 5:30. It's hard for me to say and look at myself and say, I got to pull $70 out of my pocket to pay for Wilder Fury, and the card is trash, and the main event might not be entertaining. That's a hard sell. Christmas gifts and whatever else, holidays, that's a tough sell. But hey, but I think this is Eddie Hearn's ultimate trump card. And I believe if the people at the zone, tell him to go make this fight, he got to make this fight. And I think even without them telling him to make this fight, drive subscribers and drive traffic to the zone, I think this is the fight that's going to have to save his bacon. If not, a rematch and a trilogy. And if he don't do this fight, I think he going to be gone from the zone. It's the only fight that they can make that makes sense. Because if Mikey Garcia get beat up by Errol Spence, like most people think, and let's just say hypothetically, he go to the zone. I'm not saying that's true. Anybody don't care about Mikey unless he fight Lomachenko at that point. And then, Bob Arum not letting Lomachenko go to the zone. At the point, same thing will come for Golden Boy. Golden Boy said they announcing the card in January, their first card, and it's Jesus Rojas. Who will give a fuck about him? Same thing, they going to end up pulling boxing from the zone, man, because Golden Boy and Matchroom USA ain't got no juice, bro. They ain't got no juice. My Boosie voice. They ain't got no juice. The best fight that Golden Boy could put on is a trilogy with Triple G and Canelo. Okay, that's the best fight. But guess what? He locked in with DAZN for what? So many 10, 11, 12 fights for $365 million. So they got security in their deal. What security do Eddie Hearn got? All his shit got 2-year options in it, and they probably can buy him out or just fire him at any given time the way contracts awarded. So this is the fight that he gonna need to put on. I think it's gonna come to a point that they gonna need Wilder. He gonna need Wilder more than Wilder need them. They had to come with a correct offer, and you probably gonna be getting Wilder and Joshua from the UK on his own. And that's what the situation gonna have to be. I know it's gonna hurt his soul to sacrifice Anthony Joshua to Deontay Wilder, but what if Joshua beat him? You know, then y'all could do a rematch, and then that save your bacon on his own. But then again, but guess what? All this is based off of what type of star Wilder will become after Fury, Dominic Brazil fight, or a Fury rematch. You know, it depends on that, because ain't nobody coming to the zone to watch AJ. People don't know who AJ is over here. You have failed to really let AJ come over here and fight. So by that happening, AJ is only going to be synonymous with Wilder, how big Wilder is in America. You know, people look at AJ, look how big he is, and look at the highlights. I think that'll pull some fans in. But like I say, man, this is Eddie Hearn last heave. Watch next year. You know, they're gonna get tired of putting this fight on the zone. It's gonna do 15, 10,000 viewers. It ain't even probably do 15,000 for Alexander Povetkin, man. It didn't do 15. I'm telling you. They looking at the sorry numbers. I'm telling you, it's a point in time they got to come to the table and do this fight. You know, and they're going to try to seem like it was Deontay Wilder. You know, he finally came to his senses. But what it's going to be is they don't have no choice. The zone is contingent on this fight being made or not. And that's the positive thing about the zone numbers not being so good, because this fight can be made, because he got to save his back. And if he rather lose the zone deal than do AJ and Deontay Wilder and get him a rifle deal, a Wilder rifle deal, then do this fight. He rather let the zone slip than get Wilder a rifle deal. That speaks volumes. That just tells you how much of a sissy Eddie Hearn, Barry Hearn, and Anthony Joshua really is. So you rather lose this $1 billion deal, quote unquote $1 billion, that really ain't $1 billion. You rather use this $1 billion deals rather than make the fight that can save the zone, the heavyweight fight we want to see. But I think it's gonna come to a point where he's gonna make this fight. Seriously, it's gonna come to a serious point where Eddie Hearn is gonna make this fight. You know, and he's gonna have to make the fight, because they're gonna tell him go get a fight that we want to see or not. They tired of throwing money around. The zone is an epic failure, man. Epic. You know, he didn't get no fighters, and people will tell you about competitive. Nobody wants to see these washed up fighters on here. These has-beens, the Jesse Vargases of the world. He never was and never been. You know, nobody wants to see these dudes, man. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody wants to see no Thomas Delorme, no Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Nobody even know who Miller is. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa Shields in a subpar fight. Danny Roman. I care about Danny Roman. Baturbia. I might care about Arthur Baturbia. We all know he ain't the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? Fuck up out of here with that one. Nobody want to see that. Shit, nobody want to see Dimitri Bivol neither. But hey, you know, it is what it is, man. This fight got to be made to save the zone. You know, or prolong him getting cut off from the zone, because I think it's gonna happen regardless. The zone got an expiration date on it. You know, John Skipper and the other dude, and Rushton, you know, they could be multi-billion-dollar man, but ain't nobody keep throwing $300 million and billions of dollars away in a venture that ain't gonna work. You know, go ahead and count y'all losses right now. Cut Eddie Hearn off, cut Canelo and them off, and take y'all shit back to Italy and take it back to Canada. Y'all do it over there, because, you know, this shit ain't gonna work over here. But, you know, keep throwing money and wasting money away. You can buy you a Bugatti, some property, you know, whatever. But it's Goodfella Sports TV. Y'all know what the business is. Mr. One Time for the one time. Gave y'all 2 boxing videos for the day. And we'll continue to pump some good content out as well. Don't forget, we on Facebook, we on Twitter. Also, we'll make a donation to the channel. That link's there as well. Also, reach out to me in the email or you can DM me on Facebook or Twitter. Check out our Facebook group as well. Salute, salute, salute. Mr. One Time for the One Time. Goodfellas Sports TV, the dopest channel.